Hello to my Libras. This is your Lionsgate portal opening video. This video is the Lionsgate portal open on the 28th of July, and it'll be open for 2 weeks until August the 12th. It'll be at its peak on the 8th of August, right? So peak of 8th of August. All right, we're just going to do the prediction video. You can kind of sort of look up what that means. It's a powerful time of manifestation. And so getting ready to manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest during this cycle. And for you, because your ruling planet is Venus, just manifesting balance, your scales, right? Balancing your internal scales, making sure you feel whole and complete, and also connecting with other energies that are whole and complete in business and or in love. So let's get into it. Let's see exactly what you'll be manifesting. Then number 8 is not only the karmic number, it also looks like an infinity symbol. When you turn it to the left or to the right, it's also a number for abundance, wealth, prosperity, and also focusing on your purpose. That top window is for your vision, your spiritual vision. What is your mission here on planet Earth? And are you focused on that mission here on planet Earth? And then the bottom window for the number 8 is for your good product and services. So you could be the good product and service, meaning that you could be a public speaker, you could be a singer, you could be a whatever it is, whatever, you could be the good product or service. And so staying focused on what your mission here on planet Earth is going to be key. With all these other things that's going on, we have quite a few planets that are retrograde right now. And you can watch the regular videos to see what those are, because this is specifically for your Lion Gates video, Lion Gates portal video. And we have a whole retrograde series on the second channel. It's called the Knowledge Channel. So you really want to get into educating yourselves, especially when you're talking about manifesting something and making sure you're protecting the energies, or protecting your energy. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, Libras. Let's go. All right. Let's see exactly what you're manifesting. All right. First card out of the deck is the King of Wands. So looks like somebody is definitely a prayer warrior, and you're a very hardworking person. And so there's a lot of energies that are inspired and motivated by you. Here we have the King of Wands, but there's also some energies that are trying to study you and become very familiar with how you move, right? Like watching every little thing that you're doing. So here we have the 3 of Cups here. We also have the 8 of Cups here. We also have the Queen of Cups here. Lots of water. 5 of Cups here. And then also the 4 of Cups here, right? So it looks like when I look at your cards here, there could be fire energy that is watching, everything that you do, very predatory energy in survival mode. And so you really want to be careful with that, because water is shaped and guided by the earth that holds and surrounds it. So there could be, usually when you see a apex predator like a lion, and because Pluto is currently retrograde, and Pluto is the planet of death, rebirth, metamorphosis, power, and transformation. It's also the planet of obsession. It's the Judgment card, right? So there could be some energies that's watching everything that you do, trying to mirror what you're doing, and trying to create everything that you're doing. So be very careful about, and this is what you're manifesting, being careful about who tries to become too familiar with you too soon, who's trying to mirror your energy around you. That's including neighbors with cameras. That's including people possibly recording conversations. There's a lot of things that you're going to become a lot more aware of, just in terms of just kind of sort of how you move, and just how other people move, and how their feelings, emotions, subconscious habits, moods, their sensuality, sexuality, their intuition, all of that is shaped and guided. All of that's water, right? And so when people are watching everything that you're doing, Libra, and you all are that sign of balance, right? You are literally ruled by Venus, the planet of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics, peacemaker planet, right? It's associated with the color green. And so, but the dark side of Venus is that when the goddess Venus doesn't get her way, because feminine energy can be chaotic and confusing, it can be vain and vengeful, and also a disruptor of peace. So there's definitely energies that are watching you to see how they can mirror everything that you do. And there's some of them are very, very toxic, to try to find ways, like when is an opportune time to pounce. That could be people in your family, that could be your neighbors, that can be anybody. But that's not for the purpose of you all being paranoid. Matter of fact, your head and heart are no longer at war with each other. There were some distractions that you were able to toss into a burning bowl, like distractions, fear, doubt, uncertainty, as it relates to people, places, and things. And so somebody is very clear and very, very focused. You're pouring into yourselves, a lot of compassion into yourselves. And now it's time for you to put a manhole cover over the past, especially with people from energies that want to stay stuck in the past, and they want to drag you down to a lower frequency emotionally, drag you down to depression, sadness, replaying the same. It's like playing the same record over and over and over again until the record scratches. For those of you all who are familiar with records. And then also, in other words, repeating the past over and over and over again, which is a form of spell work. It's just like they're saying the same thing over and over and over and over again, basically about your past. And like, if you've ever been in a conversation with somebody who just repeats your past over and over and over again, it's like they just stuck on repeat, right? So if you don't know what a record is, it's stuck on repeat. And so Source is saying they're making everything about them. So Source is saying to you, your wishes will be fulfilled once you put a manhole cover over the past. 3 and 8 is 11, which is a master number, and it symbolizes light, right? So master numbers 11, 22, 33, 44, like we were talking about number 88 here. 88 is a very powerful number, so you can manifest what you want when you put a manhole cover over the past, especially if people who keep repeating the past over and over. They're not looking for a solution. They're looking for friction. They're looking for an argument. They're looking for a fight. They're looking to turn the heat up until that water is boiling hot, because that's how they survive. And you notice right here, look back here, you don't see growth. And it's barren land when you talk about being in the wilderness. Look at some videos like on YouTube, free videos like or Animal Channel, or if you have streaming services where you see a lot of apex predators. It's eat or be eaten. There's not a whole lot of growth in terms of greenery and fruit and stuff, because people are not going out there picking that. People are operating as human beings, upright, standing, logically thinking, having logical conversations, healing, those kind of things. And so you're dealing with energies that's their lower chakras are out of alignment. And so Source is saying, stay on your throne, continue praying for them that they come out of their wilderness survival mode way of thinking, and that they take their water, whoever they are, it doesn't matter, that they take their water and put their water somewhere else. Remember, water is shaped and guided by the earth that holds and surrounds it. So that's where you're being fair with people, and that's how you're protecting yourselves, Libra, is you don't want to be connected to people who are in survival mode. What are they surviving, right? When there's a lot of help, when there's more help, when you're trying to collaborate with someone who is as fair-minded as you all have been to a lot of people. And so, but the vain and vengeful spirit could actually get you, if a person is in survival mode and you've created this life for yourselves, and they're in survival mode because they feel like things are not going well for them, that can look like, in late terms, real time, people suing you, people, family members claiming that you're mentally incompetent and taking everything that you worked hard for and created. It can look like somebody setting you up. It can just look like a lot of dark things when people are in survival mode. So that's why Source is saying it can look like people attacking your kids, and putting spells on your kids to turn against you, creating all kinds of chaos and confusion in your household. It can look like somebody, causing you to be so stressed out by going back down memory lane that you feel like you need to, be on medication or drinking excessively or some kind of poison. So Source is saying to you, get off the fence. 11 symbolizes light, and step into your own light, meaning, like I said, get some sun, right? And so get some sunlight, toss some things into a burning bowl and get some sunlight, and just leave energies, to their thing, because they're trying to play a game of chess. So it could be people who are trying to get you to reach out to them first. Like I said, it's just a mind game. It's a mind game, hoping that to be able to manipulate your emotions. Yeah, like if a person stares at you long enough, they're sending a message. Like think about like when you go out, like if you were thinking about dating, somebody looking at you long enough, they're letting you know, I have my focus, my eyes on you. I'm not looking at everybody, nobody else in the room. You're the energy that I thirst for. Cups energy is water, right? So there's energies who are thirsty for, your water, your creativity. They're thirsty for your intuition. They're thirsty for your knowledge, thirsty for how are things flowing to Libra the way that things are flowing to Libra. So you have to keep it on the throne and not play the mind games. You're above all of that. So sources say people are trying to play a game of chess. So yeah, and you've already put a manhole cover over the past. Like I said, here we have the Queen of Cups here, and so and we all, just like I was saying, 7 of Cups, the temptation there, 7 of Cups and 9 of Cups. So a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled, like in terms of your love life, your personal and your professional life. A lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. They're going to continue being fulfilled. Somebody wished for a Queen of Cups because you're a Queen of Cups. Somebody wished for another Queen of Cups to come into their lives, and that's what's in your life. Someone who is just as compassionate as you are, and who may have mirrored some of the same things that you've gone through in the past. And that is why over the past weekend, just in general, when the moon moves through Cancer, and Cancer being the mother of the zodiac, and that's why I always say it's always important that you're in spaces where you feel like your water is low, that people are not judging you, they're pouring into you. So this is what somebody is manifesting, because you've been around so many energy vampires. Somebody is learning how to take their power back by pouring back into yourselves. So I feel like somebody is doing a whole system reset here. That's the 7 of Cups, 7. To stay away from poisonous environments, right? Poisonous environments that could cause you to be venomous, right? So see this person right here, this overindulgence. They look like they're in a nightclub, or maybe drinking, excessively, or maybe something else is going on, ingesting something going on, right? And so source is saying to you, your wishes are being fulfilled, and while maybe you may be tempted, or somebody may be tempted to vibrate on a low frequency, maybe reach out and call people, maybe reach out and let people know you're stopping past their house, maybe reaching out in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It would be a nightmare. You would be invoking a nightmare. So just leave it alone. Just leave something alone. Leave it alone. Because the longer and longer people are in poisonous and venomous environments, remember, snakes are also predators as well, right? Sharks are predators as well. So you got to look up what predators are and how they, just kind of like apex predators, just kind of sort of what their mindset is. Somebody could be thinking that you're thinking about people in human form, when there could be energy. Like I said, people could be about a whole lot of energy vampires draining their energy, and what they're depositing into them through their ear gate and eye gate, it may be it's toxicity about you and other environments, and how to become a better survivor and those kind of things. So that's why sometimes people don't even recognize loved ones after they haven't seen them in a while. They're like, oh my God, what I mean, like you just woke up out of a trance. That's why some people don't recognize. That's why some people, when they see their loved ones after they've moved away, some people actually look better because they've gotten away and it's a totally different environments. But some people actually look worse when they go, because they're in survival mode around other snakes and other predators. They're in poisonous environments. So source is saying you got to protect your energy. You got to protect your energy. You got to protect your energy as much as you can, because that's where, just like lakes, rivers, streams, oceans, you're separated by the earth that surrounds you, right? So you're separated. So you wouldn't recognize them anyway. You would not recognize them anyway. You wouldn't, because you wouldn't recognize the spirit that's on them. You wouldn't recognize the spirit that's on them. So here we have the 4 of Wands here. Yeah. So I feel like somebody either has a new and exuberant love in their lives. Either you or somebody has a new and exuberant love in their lives. Here we also have the 8 of Cups. But again, your head and heart are no longer at war with each other. Your head and heart are no longer at war with each other about whatever it is. When you are, because we have the 8 of Cups here twice. We also have the Queen of Cups here twice. Like I said, the waters have been separated. So you have been separated from energies who have chosen to be in a totally different environment than you are, so that you can see that. So somebody could have gone through a divorce or separation, or maybe you don't talk to certain people that you used to live in your old neighborhood. Remember, even if, let's say, for instance, you go away to the military, or you go away to school, or you go away to whatever, you don't recognize those energies anymore. So if you go back to your old neighborhood and you thinking, okay, hey, we just picking up from where we left off, remember, it's a separation of earth. right? So again, what are you manifesting? 8 is a very powerful manifestation number, right? And so again, what is your focus? What is your focus? What is your focus? What is your focus? Because it's like you and somebody are now worlds apart. You and some people are now worlds apart. Because of who they're around and who you're around. So that fair-minded, that you can still be fair-minded, but make sure you understand once you see vain and vengeance spirits come out of an energy, you don't have to see it 2 times. You see it 1 time and that's all you need to see it. And you go into prayer mode. That's why some people don't recognize loved ones. Some they don't recognize their old friends from back in the day. They still sitting there talking about, oh yeah, we've been friends for 20, 30 years. Haven't talked to somebody, seen them in years. Haven't been around them. None of those things. So source is saying to you, protect your energy. Here we have the Sun card, right? So I definitely feel like somebody is going to feel successful. This is where your manifestation comes in. I definitely feel like you're going to be, because your prayers are, by the time you get to King of Wands here, you've worked hard to get to King of Wands. You literally, like, to get back to your throne is to get back to pure consciousness. It's like somebody has awakened from being around energy vampires themselves. You know exactly how your environment could affect your mood, your emotions, your feelings, your subconscious habits. It can affect everything because our bodies are made of such a large percentage of water. So yeah, that's what Source is trying to help somebody to learn how to do, is like, don't invoke a nightmare by thinking you're operating in the physical realm. You're operating in the spirit realm, operating in the spiritual realm. Because what's going to happen, because what's happening is that people are looking for acceptance and approval. Right, so people could be around energies that's looking for acceptance and approval, and there could be a lot of friction. There could be a lot of friction. So water, also, the first time we experience water is in a womb. So if you're an over nurturer, that could actually cause a person to come across to other people. They can actually be attracting thirsty spirits that could think they're soft. Right, so it could be, if you have a daughter or a son, and you're like over nurturing them, and you're saying, okay, you're not teaching them how to, in a very healthy way, to detect when there's jealousy, envy, when there's just toxicity, when they're around snakes, how to move in a room filled with snakes. You don't teach them how to move like, if let's say you have a young daughter, right? Or even a young son, and there are people in their class, because let's say they go to a school and they, because I know a lot of people are homeschooled, but let's say they're in the kindergarten or whatever, and you're like, okay, well, if somebody is like saying they don't like you, or they pulling your hair, or they're, intentionally trying to bully you or push you, or whatever the case may be, a step on your shoes and things like that, you may have to tell the teacher, but you also have to stay away from them because you don't know what's going on, right? So that's what it'd be like for kids or whatever. And even as adults, just telling people they don't have to be in survival mode. Really, it's their water is shaped and guided by the earth that holds and surrounds it. It's literally, some people will make people go through more survival than they have to, because they feel like, okay, with all this water, all this over nurturing, you got to remember, water is the only thing that really quenches our thirst. Not alcohol, not this, not that, medication. The only thing that really quenches our thirst is the living water inside of us. And some people could be thinking, like for you, Libra, everything comes so easy for you. Maybe you're attractive, maybe you're, maybe you have nice things or whatever. People, everything comes so easy for them. So you all have had to learn the hard way, but that's also something you want to pass down to your loved ones as well. So somebody could have a son or a daughter, whoever you have, or kids, or, maybe siblings who just want to be a part of the crowd, who want to be accepted, in certain environments, but they may not know to what extent how toxic, things could be, right? How toxic things could be. Here we also have the 4 of Cups here. And so I feel like, somebody could have possibly have given you the cold shoulder in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And so Source is saying to you, like I said before, that's not something you're warming up to. Somebody is standing their ground. This word right here translates to shaved ice. So somebody could be giving you and others a cold shoulder in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And so sources say that's not something you're warming up to, because again, it'll create a nightmare. It'll just create a nightmare. So again, when people are, like I said, looking to be accepted and looking to be approved, it's like oceans apart, like worlds apart, like just the mindset is just totally different. So it's best for you to pray for clarity, praying for clarity, emotional clarity, as source shows you everything you need to see, everything that you need to see. So here we have the Fool card. Here we also have the King of Wands. Here we have the Page of Wands. Here we have the Knight of Wands, the Devil card, and then also the Lovers card. So the Fool card. The Fool card lets me know that someone is embarking on a whole new journey. Somebody's feeling a lot more successful, a lot more youthful, because you know your prayers are changing things. Here we have the Lovers card. Lovers card is not necessarily about lovers, okay? Just so we're crystal clear. Lovers card is about partnerships in business and or in love, and also about decisions. So somebody has decided that you're not interested in any more indecisions when it comes to dysfunctional relationships. Period. Just you're not indecisive anymore about dysfunction. You're not pouring any more water into dysfunctional relationships, especially if people are going to go back around their families, go back around their friends, go back to the old neighborhood, and they're around a bunch of energy vampires. That's literally a waste of your water. That's like giving extra lunch to your kids, and their whole lunch they got to share their whole lunch, with the school, and it's like you feeding the whole school. Well, where are the other people stepping up? So, source is saying to you, the devil is in the details. The devil is in the details of just like who's behind all of this survival mode mess, and so here we have the Knight of Wands here, and who is just ruthless, like who's behind all of that. Here we also have the King of Wands here. So like I said before, and who is watching them, right? Remember, apex predators are always vying for the top spot. So here's the saving grace here for you all. When you feel like you and your friends are no longer in the same, and this is again your Lion's Gate portal. You're praying that people come out of the lion's den, unscathed, in their right mind, right? That they're able to, with all of this draining here and people are pouring back into them, that they're able to regurgitate all of that toxicity and have a healthy relationship with you at some point in time, whether you got kids together, whether, it's your family, whether it's people from the old neighborhood, whatever it is, that if it's meant to be, that it's a healthy relationship, where you can come together where it's not a lot of friction and chaos. Here we have the Page of Wands here. And so that's what's going to make you a lot stronger. That's what's going to make you a lot stronger, is keeping it on the throne, because we have the King of Wands again twice here. But that's what I see you manifesting. That's what I see you manifesting, is just recognizing that when you're world apart, from energies, it's not always living in two different states, countries, whatever. It could literally be you and your spouse, two totally different families, two totally different backgrounds. And if y'all are going through a divorce or separation, or a friend you haven't seen for years, and y'all are in just like two different influences, right? And so you're like, I don't even recognize this friend anymore. Or it could have been a loved one who was in an environment, a totally different environment. Like I said, they could have gone away to the military or college. You could have gone away to military or college, or gone away somewhere, moved away, relocated, and y'all are in two different waters. Like you've moved your water somewhere else. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. All right, Libras, we're going to go ahead and get ready to close this out. But yeah, this is your Lion Gates portal video. Don't overcomplicate this. Not when you can pray. When you can just thank. And the prayer is real simple. Thank you, Source, that if those waters come back together, that, people have done the cleanup work. That people have done the cleanup work. Yeah. Some people just try to make people's lives a lot harder than they really, really have to be. And sometimes people, like I said, could be missing your water. Could be really, really missing your water. But somebody is giving some people the cold shoulder right now. They don't want to be bothered with certain people because they're so toxic. They're so toxic. They don't even want to be bothered with them. Whoever they are, they don't even want to be bothered with them because they just feel like they're unfair. They're just, they just don't want to be bothered at all. So here we have much better lies ahead. Somebody really misses you. Relax. And so you have the gift of clairsentience. You pick up on others' vibrations, their emotions, their moods and feelings. The curse is now broken. So whatever curse or trance loved ones were under, this is what I always say in my regular videos for you all, Libra, because you all are so fair-minded, you all have got to use your powerful sword and use it to cut energies off that are around, energies that feel like Like you gotta, so let's say for instance you're married to somebody who are around energies that think everything comes so easy for you, and they're starting to bring that toxicity into the house. Or you're around good girlfriends or guy friends or whatever who feel like, oh, everything comes so easy for Libra. You're gonna have to cut everybody connected to them off to let the people know, in all fairness, you have been very fair. You have done your absolute best, because I feel like now that's how the curse is going to be broken, because so many people are around so much toxicity. That's the curse that's being put on them. Here we have your ancestors have a message. And so somebody's an incubus. Yeah, somebody's an incubus. And your enemy's playing backfire. So should you double back for them? It's time for you to do a root chakra. And so your laughter is a lot of medicine for a whole lot of people. But pray for them. Like I said, pray. You're protected by angels. So adjust your crown. And so the angel of prophecy and wisdom is with you. What somebody was hoping to do, just so you know, Libra, was to contaminate you. To basically poison you into thinking that because things come to you seemingly easy, which they don't. Nothing comes easy to anybody on planet Earth. I don't care if you think a person's skin color, things come easier for them. It just doesn't. That's a tool and a mind trick of the devil. It really is a mind trick of the devil. If you sit down and talk to somebody who you think is more attractive than you are, and they could be the same skin color, or you feel like, okay, they were rich and you grew up poor. When y'all start talking and start finding out what you have in common, you're going to realize, oh my God, they've gone through some traumas too, right? And that's where that humanitarian comes out, just that fairness, like, wow, I just totally misjudged somebody. But some people think because things come so easy for you, let's make Libra feel bad. And if we can't make Libra feel bad directly, let's make somebody that Libra loves or he has an emotional connection with, like your husband, your wife, your partner, your friends, your kids. Let's make them feel bad, so we can contaminate Libra by way of them. And so that's what you're manifesting, if that makes any sense to you all, Libra. But the curse is now broken because people are now starting to wake up to the games, the manipulation. So that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Yeah, the devil is in the details. The devil is in the details, Libra. So hopefully that works for you. Don't forget to add your comments below. But yeah, flower crown. Flower crown. So wear your power proudly and unapologetically, for it is your birthright. It is eternal like the soul. Yep. Some people want to make everything so hard, but they're playing backfire because they thought, one, that they were going to contaminate you and make you feel bad, as if, okay, oh, yeah, I guess everything does come, so I guess I got to kind of toughen up and that kind of stuff. No, you're ruled by Venus. So your ruling planet, everybody has a rule. Every zodiac sign is ruled by a planet except Leos and Cancer. They're ruled by the luminaries, the moon and the sun, and which also gives power. So everybody is unique in their own way. But some people feel like they got to put people through extra hell in order so they can see, oh, I want to see you struggle like I struggle. I want to see you put in the work like and they not even being honest. So that's what I'm saying. So here we have expansiveness. So eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Once you realize that people are trying, if they can't get to you directly, Libra, to make you feel bad about things flowing to you, because they're energy vampires. They want to create a bunch of chaos and confusion and friction. They want you to come down off of your throne. They want you cussing people out, fussing, all this up. They want all of that, right? Because they're immature, very youthful energy, very immature energy. They don't know how to use their fire properly. So when you sit on your throne and you pray for those energies and you have compassion for those energies, while you're around people who have compassion for you, the ones that need to wake up and see it, they'll see it very clear that Libra has been very fair-minded, from the very beginning, has been very fair. That's why people are giving other people the cold shoulders. Like, y'all, you sitting around like these energies right here trying to being very manipulative. Oh, we love you, we this and that, we're your family, and and let's trying to take somebody out for some cold ice cream. Let's do this, let's do all, and the person is like this. They don't want to have anything to do with them because they already see, look how fair-minded you were. See how that works? So even in your friendship circles, when people are like, nah, now they got to be around, they got to stay around these jealous and envious spirits. And they like, nah, Libra was right. Libra was very fair. Now I can see why Libra don't want to deal with certain energies. Some of your friends. Now I can see why Libra moved out of the neighborhood. And look at Libra's life now, because Libra moved out of the neighborhood. Maybe I should try it. I'm inspired now. That's what I'm saying. You're inspiring a whole lot of people, but there are some people who are still in predatory mode, and they're so afraid to leave an environment, because what does that look like? People are going to laugh at them. People are going to, not believe in them. Maybe their desire, they feel like their desires won't be met. It's a toxic emotion of fear, doubt, uncertainty. But remember, the devil is in the details. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. So again, if you all are on the Patreon side with me, we're gonna have some videos that's gonna go up on the Patreon side. We still have the 6-month prediction video that's gonna go up on that side. Here we have 22. I am aligned. So yeah, you are aligned, right? And some energies are misaligned right now. So here we have 22. You are in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything that you wish. So keep creating, because more things are coming to you. You're creating a very rich legacy. Somebody has, like I said, a partnership in business and or in love coming across your path. You're not looking to be accepted and approved in any circles or any groups, because that's why Source says I'm putting you in certain groups, because again, you're not looking to be accepted and approved to be in groups, right? So yeah. So here we have health. I am so grateful for renewed spirit and soundness of mind. I claim perfect strength as mine. I accomplish all tasks with ease. I give thanks for perfect health, which is mine by divine right. That is what I have for you. I will see you all in the regularly scheduled videos. Bye.